How did the Tet Offensive affect Lyndon B. Johnson's presidency? Have you ever wondered how a single event can change the course of a presidency? The Tet Offensive in early 1960 did just that for Lyndon B. Johnson. This military campaign, launched by North Vietnamese forces, marked a turning point in the Vietnam War and had lasting effects on Johnson's time in office. Before the Tet Offensive, many Americans believed the United States was making progress in the war. The surprise attacks on over 100 cities, including the U.S. Embassy in Saigon, shattered that illusion. Graphic images and reports flooded television screens, bringing the harsh realities of war into homes across the nation. This shocking display of violence led to widespread doubt about the government's optimistic claims regarding the war. Politically, the Tet Offensive severely damaged Johnson's credibility. Public support began to wane as people questioned his handling of the conflict. This shift in sentiment was evident during the 1968 Democratic presidential primaries. Anti-war candidate Eugene McCarthy gained significant traction, highlighting a fracture within Johnson's own party. As opposition grew, Johnson faced a tough decision. On March 31, 1968, he announced he would not seek re-election. He cited the division in the country and the need to focus on peace efforts over personal political ambitions. This decision marked a significant shift in his presidency. The Vietnam War increasingly overshadowed his domestic agenda, including his Great Society programs aimed at reducing poverty and inequality. Within Johnson's administration, the Tet Offensive prompted a reassessment of military strategy. Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara acknowledged that the enemy was stronger than previously thought. The war would not end quickly, despite heavy U.S. losses. In response, Johnson ordered a partial halt to bombing North Vietnam to open peace negotiations. From the perspective of 1960s nostalgia, the Tet Offensive symbolizes a moment when the idealism of the early decade faded into skepticism and division. It represents the complex mix of hope for progress and the harsh realities of a contentious war. This event marked the beginning of a more turbulent phase in the 1960s, with rising anti-war protests and political upheaval shaping the decade's legacy. In essence, the Tet Offensive profoundly affected Lyndon B. Johnson's presidency. It undermined public trust, led to his withdrawal from the 1968 presidential race, and forced a strategic shift in the Vietnam War. This moment stands as a defining chapter of the 1960s, illustrating the challenges faced by leaders in a deeply divided nation.